Your life was nice for you not to have to go through shit.
I'm blessed. You know, my parents, they came here with nothing. They worked really hard, and I'm not gonna like lie and say like, you know, I had like a tough upbringing or anything. You know, my parents.
Oh yeah, we know that. We know. We could tell.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep it always stacked with you. I hated Neon for a long ass time. To me, you know, now he's chill. So I don't have no hate towards man, but I couldn't stand. Every day I thought to myself, how the fuck is this nigga famous? Cause all he do is do the stupidest, most brain dead ass shit I've ever seen. And my problem was with him for a long time is, you know, these kids are watching him and they're gonna do the same shit when they grow up that they see him do it because they see that he's profiting off of it. So for a long time, when I tell you I loathe Nick, I listen, I don't dislike many people that I don't know personally, but Neon, I fucking couldn't, man. But as time went along, I'm like, you know, do I watch his streams? Hell no, I don't watch his streams. But I ended up being okay with him, you know, like he chilled out now, he cool, like whatever. You know what I'm saying? He don't seem like he's that bad of a guy. But the way Just was talking to Neon, it was very disrespectful. And like that's just, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'm just raised differently, but to speak to someone with that much vitriol that you don't know personally, especially when it's completely uncalled for and it's completely unprovoked, that really tells a lot about your character. You know, that was a very nasty thing to do. You know what I'm saying? And it seemed like to me, she knew exactly who to do that to because she knew that Neon is not typically an aggressive person. He's a non-confrontational individual, right? The shit that he do, the egging on, that's just to entertain his viewers, but he's typically not a confrontational person, right? So to me, it seemed like, because I ain't never seen Jess do this with any other guests that are over at the Breakfast Club. But to me, it seemed like, and here's the thing. First off, I don't even know why. I like Charlamagne for the most part, but to ask him if his parents was racist, I didn't even understand where that question. Maybe okay, again, I understand we're in a clip code, so I got to watch the whole interview, which I'm not. But to ask him if his parents was racist, it didn't even make any sense. Now going back to Jess Hilarious, right? She seemed like she knew in her head, or she thought in her head that Neon's an easy target, and that she could just talk to him in this fashion and get away with it. Because had it been somebody a little bit more confrontational, whether it been a woman or a man, because here's the thing, I'm gonna keep it all the way stacked with you. When Sexy Red, you know, for those that seen the interview, when Sexy Red brought up, you know, that she wasn't really fucking with Jess, there was a whole different tone shift. I'm just saying, listen, don't shoot the messenger. That's a very nasty thing to do, especially in an interview. You're in a professional environment. Yeah, they allow some curse here and there, but you're still in a professional environment. You got to conduct yourself like professional. And at the end of the day, if you don't like the person, bruh, just don't have them on the fucking show. And for Neon, no disrespect to the Breakfast Club. I love the Breakfast Club. I grew up on the Breakfast Club. But what the fuck is you going on a Breakfast Club going to do for your career, Neon? Your audience is not even the Breakfast Club. It's not, the people who watch the Breakfast Club, it's not even Neon's audience that watches his streams. And the people over in Breakfast Club, they're not going over to Neon stream. And for Neon stream, they're not going over to the Breakfast Club. So to me, I don't know who was in charge of his PR, his manager, whatever the case may be. But to go on the Breakfast Club when your audiences doesn't even align, and you really don't have much to do with hip-hop. I mean, yes, you were the first person there when Jello's song blew up. That's true. Which also, how the fuck can you be very, like, bro, like, yeah, he be doing some goofy shit for for entertainment, but, bro, he helped fucking Jello's song blow up. The fuck are we talking about? And he had him back on, even after the fact he had Jello back on the stream. Like, I don't... Whatever, I'm just done trying to figure out people. But at the end of the day, I just think that when just in general, not just with Jess Hilarious, just in general, when people are nasty to other people unprovoked and they give off a fucked up attitude and fucked up vibes, when the person didn't do anything to you and they barely know you, you got like a very dark, you have to have like a very dark spirit about you to even go that far. But that's all I gotta say, man. Bye.